Oh, okay. Test 1 2, testing 1 2. Are we live in this thing? Check, check, check. I wish I could monitor my voice. Anyways, I hear y'all like to do this thing live. Let's do it live, they say. Let's bring the video up raw. Oh, I guess we'll see if notifications pop up in this stream later too, since that's going off. Anyways, yeah, so this is first attempt, just logging it, IRL. First attempt doing the mobile streaming from Streamlabs app after the updates. I haven't been on it live from this version in over 7 years, I feel like. So coming back into the space, learned a lot, done a lot. Just thought I'd share with you guys, basically. And what we'll be doing is kind of a few different series. I'm going to be testing some things out for everyone. Questions that I've had for a long time that, inaction has just brought me to delay, figuring out. For example, like one of the never-ending questions I have is like, if you have had a page for like a long time and you feel like your content isn't really picking up steam, do you need to make a fresh page with a micro niche? Niche, however you say it. Anyways, I've always been what I call a Jake of all trades. My name's Jacob, if you didn't know. Or you know what they say about a jack of all trades, master of some, but always being better than a master of one. Or was it? Jack of all trades, master of none, but always better than being a master of one. I think that's how it goes. Look up the verbiage for the whole thing. The whole thing is the one that doesn't, throw slight at us. So, anyways, I'm going to be trying to figure out over the course of the next year, do you need to make new platforms if yours have kind of been dead or neglected? And we are talking about platforms, not people there. So none of the streaming services get mad at me for using the word unalived or whatever the PC word is. So anyways, and then the other question is basically like, okay, cool. Do tools like Notion, Go High Level, templates for said tools as opposed to building from scratch, do they actually make a big difference? And, I don't really know the answer to that question, so I'm going to figure it out for you. So basically, I think the direction the channel's headed is going to be two-part. Phase one is going to be posting the content on the main platforms that I already have that are, we got a little dust on the shelves, if you will. They need to be dusted off and figured out if we can actually still get them to grow. And also posting that content on brand new accounts and seeing if there's any sort of difference. And the brand new accounts are going to be niche. So on my account, I post everything because I do everything. That is me. Like, if anything, it should be branded as a personality account. But I guess I'm not that funny or not that consistent yet to be deserving of such an account of success. So instead, we're going to test it. We're going to continue doing what we're doing, the long game, on the platforms that are just me doing me. And then we'll do the micro niched ones. I'm also going to be basically like, take it for your jack of all trades average guy. Like, hey, these are the things that I spent my money on or utilized in life, and were they worth it? What's my hot take on it? And sometimes it's a dual purpose answer. Like, maybe I bought it for one thing and it's not actually what I ended up using it for. So it failed out my intent, but it ended up being beneficial later on in life, basically. So those are kind of the things I'm going to be doing. It's going to have a segment on like construction, a segment on real estate as a resale seller, real estate as an investor, real estate as like an Airbnb host. It's going to have healthy non-financial advisor, but financial tips that I've implemented in my life. It's going to have stock talk. It's going to have developing teams, both in like the real world of consumables as well as training sales teams. They could be call, they could be digital, whatever. It's going to be my experience with AI and bringing the different models in. So currently we're playing around with Chat GPT, we're playing around with Nord, we're playing around with N8N, we're playing around with ManyChat, we're playing around with Perplexity, we're playing around. I haven't started Claude yet. I almost am like hesitant to, just because everyone else is doing it, and I'm just not one that typically jump on the bandwagon of things. Plus, there's already so much for me to do. I feel like I can't really throw one more thing and really give it the attention that it deserves, if you will. But basically, I have 2 or 3 individuals in my life that are looking at pursuing the real estate licensing side of things. So helping mentor them through the paths that I took on that and how I got my license and what it would take for them to do the same. So we'll be doing that. I have a couple of people that are big into content producing. So I'm going to see if I can get them on the team to help with marketing, broadcasting, and basically come into the fold as a 1099 subcontractor to help out the work that we're trying to create with this business model. I'm testing out 2 lifestyle notions right now. Basically, they're similar. I'm trying to see which one's better so that other people looking at buying these can know if paying more is actually worth it. One of the versions is like $25 and the other version is like $79. So I'm going to test those out, and then we're going to see if we can get the fitness goals in check. So, in my peak, I was about 190 pounds at about 13% BMI. My goal is to get back to 200 pounds at 10 to 13% BMI. I'm not sure if I want 13% or 10%. 10% seems a lot for someone who's doing so much who isn't in the gym twice a day like I used to be. Back in the day when I was doing the like 190 thing, it was gym twice a day, 2 hours a day, so an hour in the morning, an hour in the evening, and all I ate was like tuna wraps, like tuna burritos, and some like crunched up hot Cheetos in there for texture and flavor. So it's a little rough to do that, plus the meal prep and all that stuff. So maybe we'll leave a little bit higher of a BMI. But we'll try and shoot for 200 again. Currently, I'm weighing in at about 230, 235. So we'll see how long it takes to do that. So I guess maybe I'll just post the trips to the gym. I'm not really that like film in the gym guy, but like maybe the trip to and after with the occasional selfie flex. There you go. That might be a thing for you guys. Anyways, so we closed up, 2 transactions in the last like 60 days. We're trying to at least do 1 real estate close per month, but hopefully that flexes up to 2 a month by the second half of the year. We've helped out, a couple of animals along the way, so we're big on like helping out strays. So we've brought in 3 stray cats now and taking care of them. So it's quickly growing. I told her that, hey, I don't know about this knitting thing. You know what I mean? If you're starting knitting early, I feel like that's a little bit of a grandma hobby. And then normally with that comes like 15 cats, and then if you ever pass away, they eat you. I don't know if that's how that works, but that's what I've heard. It's in books, it's in things, For those of you girls out there that listen to those, nighttime murder podcasts, I've heard them as I go to pass out at night, and you got these like CSI, nightmares type podcasts going on. I don't know what this is all about, but I feel like, the guys out there, they know that if you got a girl like that and you ever go missing, you know where to look. Just saying. So anyways, long story short, just throwing out a little 10-minute rant basically to say, hey, I'm going to hold myself accountable. This should be streaming to TikTok Live. Hopefully my mic's actually working right now. I always forget if the mic is working when the light on the end of it is red, or if the light on the end of it when it's red means that it's muted. So I guess if I got 10 minutes of silence when I get home, I'll have to do it all over again. But we're playing APA Pool League right now, and hopefully we kick butt there. I have a real estate consultation for a seller who's going to sell their home and then buy up in Northern California. So if there's any realtors on this page already, and you got a place up in like Sac, Elk Grove area for sale that can accommodate a trucking logistics company and maybe a couple big rigs on it for like 4 or 5 bedrooms, maybe like an acre, somewhere around like, anywhere between the 900,000 to 1.3 mil. Let me know. Shoot me a message. Shoot me a DM. If you're looking to get into real estate and you're in California, shoot me a whisper. Shoot me a DM. Shoot me a comment. Whatever. If you're curious about watching the Notion thing on the fitness productivity, and maybe you're, a little bit of a nerd like I am and like anime or whatever, we're going to be doing the solo leveling versions of those. So that should be pretty cool. hopefully we can stick to that. We'll keep our progress. We're going to do a series on how long it takes me to get back down to 200. BMI to be, BMI goal to be announced later. We're going to obviously have to implement teams to do all these things. So I'll be documenting that, and you can see the team grow. Maybe bootstrap it with us if you have any skills and you're trying to find your path in life and you want to give it a try. We can give it a go. Let's see here. What else? Well, I think that pretty much does it. That should be about 10 minutes, so we'll go live later on. But until then, you all have a beautiful night. I won my first match. Hopefully I win my second match. Give you guys updates later. Peace. Don't forget to always be a game changer.